Chia. Everyone knows the chia, right? Because you all had a little ceramic head that you grew those little sprouts on. Chia. This is an incredible, just these tiny little seeds. This big old powerhouse of rockin' awesome. These things. And in older times, people knew this. This was one of the biggest, one of the 4 main seeds that was exported in the world for a while. Huge in South America. Chia, little tiny things. They're so hard to see. You gotta see them in person. They're like little dinosaur eggs. They're wild. It's a really nice mild flavor, but I don't eat them much. They kind of get all gummy and gelatinous. They'll kind of stick to everything, which is part of their wonderful magic. What you do, you soak them in water. Chia. It's hard to see on that. You gotta see it. It's so weird. They like form their own gelatinous substrate. Is what I like to call it. I don't know. They absorb all this water, these little packages around them, which is how they grow on the ceramic heads. But also you can do that, you can just soak them for a while. Chew them up if you want to. Some people like to chew every little one. You can also get them ground a lot of times with flax. And part of their wonder is that they're full of omegas, which is part of what's doing that, I believe, making that weird substrate. And the same with the flax. Bunch of omegas, bunch of proteins. Really rocking. Your brain and your heart and your joints really need the omegas. This is a big one when people go off meat, when they go vegetarian and vegan. A lot of people get on the fish oils, you know, because that's like an omega substitute. You're getting the omega oils, your body really needs them. And so this is a great plant source. There are quite a few. Avocados are really good for omegas, and the flax and the borage people make oils of. The hemp's got a bunch. Something to consider, especially if you don't eat meat. You really need those omegas. You also need your B vitamins. But so these, so much protein and omegas, really solid grounding energy. The native medicine men, a lot of times when they traveled, if they just took one thing, they'd take a pouch of chia seeds. And you can rehydrate that. I just soak this in water from the headwaters of the Sacramento River, so starting with the best. Okay. Still here on Mount Shasta. I've been hiking the mountain. About 8 miles to where I am. Sometimes I get rides, sometimes I don't. And my joints have really been hurting, and the omegas really help. It's like when you eat fish, like a salmon's really good for your joints, and this is really good for your joints as well. And so the guys, the Incas, were really big into this, an Andean superfood. And these guys, like when they went off to battle, they would drink a big glass of chia water and then go run around in the Andes fighting each other all day. You know? Like they got energy for that. It's probably gonna help you out with whatever you gotta do, which I gotta climb a mountain, maybe I'll get a ride. Who cares? But this will help me out either way. And drink a bunch of this. I really like to put superfood powders in it. And just because I like giving ideas and instigating. See, one of the wonderful things about this chia is when it soaks up the liquid that it's in, it takes a while for it to break down, so it makes it like a slow release. And so you can do that with other stuff too. You know, I'm just gonna pour some of that because I got it. Ashwagandha, nettles, this and that. I like all these little plastic packages, but I have it, so working with what I got and giving ideas. I got a big blend with my other superfood powder blend already in my thermos for the hike. Green, it's so green. So you can do that with all kinds of stuff. If you're making smoothies, if you're just making superfood powder drinks, if you're just doing water, whatever it is, juice, who cares? It will soak it up and make it slow release. So you get that energy over hours and hours instead of just like juice, boom, oh, energy, and then it's gone. And it's like that bit of a roller coaster. This chia really makes stuff last for a long time, especially your water, which is really handy if you're hiking around doing stuff. Whatever it is that you're doing and you just want that water to hang out with you for a while. Chia, chia, chia. I've never seen this one growing. I've never properly cultivated it. I'm really interested to see some of that and know more about it. It is making a big comeback in our world. It was one of the 4 biggest grains, most popular in the world for a while, and it's making a comeback because it's awesome. So let's figure that out, and I'd like to know more about how it's made and where it comes from. Go there, you know. And if I drink enough, eat enough, I'll have the energy to do it, right? Which is another thing you can do with it because of the omegas. There's a lot in eggs, right? That's a lot of what you get from eggs, protein and omegas and all kinds of stuff. But that's why also they're so good at making pancakes. And so you can use the chia and flax, especially ground up, if you're not doing the animal products, and use that in place of eggs to be baking stuff with, or just throw it in your baked goods. Either way, it helps hold stuff together. Pretty wonderful. I want to show you this little spot right now. It's too nice. I got you propped up in this little tree right there. Still on Mount Shasta, getting that good water, living on the mountains. Showing off a little mountain medicine today. Andean superfood that we all knew, but not everyone knew that it was great for you. And now you know. Get some all up in your life and your diet. Chia. That's that. Did it. Chia. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.